Hi guys, back to the school site in Rochford, building of, as I say, the new school. The superstructure is coming out of the ground now, and you can see the superstructure steelwork bolted together here, and you can see obviously the high level plant equipment being used to do the bolting there, with the two guys in the far ground there with their high vis. And you can see, if you look closely, he's wearing a harness on that cherry picker, they call it. If you just move across, I think you can just about see him in the distance there. And you can see also, if I look up here, this is the roof level here, and there's a slight fall on that beam to allow water runoff. I've discussed it with a colleague of mine, and we're pretty sure that is a slight fall there, slope if you like, on that top beam there. The other beams you can see are substantial beams. The columns are surprisingly slender, but the structure is fairly complex, and you can see the diagonal braces in every other bay there to stop any sideways or movement laterally. You can see also down there the ground beams that the superstructure steelwork has been bolted from. And I think for now that's a little update, so perhaps we'll get back and discuss this a little later. Get back to you soon, guys. Okay, here we are at the new school build here, and you can see from the mobile crane lifting down or lowering down the precast concrete beams that will form the floor slab. There's quite a lot of the floor already in place, and this has only taken about 2 days to put that much flooring down. The mobile crane's obviously working overtime, working well into the evening, and quite an impressive actually pace here. As you can see now, the beginnings of the floor, as I say, being placed down. There'll be a concrete screed on top, and I think this is the next discussion point. It's the air handling units, air conditioning going in. Brickwork started.
On the other side,
Yeah, on the other side. Fireproofing layers there, the grey panelling you can see, it's a fireproofing layer. Glazing's in, treble glazed. On the brickwork on the lower level, there is some metal stud-work holding in and tying in the brickwork. And you can see the vapour barrier here on the very end, which is behind the brickwork, and it will be behind the structural panels that will go on the top story, the higher level. Here's the crane, the tubes lowering one of the air handling units. The building's really taking shape now. So there we have it. It's all going to plan. Fireproofing layer, as you can see, is that grey outer layer, and that will be clad with the timber cedar cladding panels, structural panels, insulated panels. You can see the brickwork there, all tied into the steelwork. And the scaffolding there, obviously for the high level work. I've just lowered in the air handling unit, which I'll go back to if I get another clip in a minute. Back here at the school site, as you can see, we are well underway here with the superstructure under completion here. The lower brickwork is going in, you can see behind the hoarding here, and you've got the wall tie brackets being put in place over the fireboarding. It's the fireboarding, you're seeing the internal fireboarding there, and there'll be an insulation layer. And then on the top deck, that second level, or first level, you'll see structural insulated panels being bolted onto that steel stripping, steel sections there, you can see behind the scaffolding there. So this is quite an interesting development. I'm just going to go around to the other side and we'll carry on with the clip here in a moment. Okay, here you can see the other flank or other side of the structure. It's quite a impressive piece of work, and here's a treble glazed second window here to the stairwell, and there you can see the brickwork and the damp-proof membrane there behind the structural supports there for the structural panels going on. It's got a green roof, which obviously I can't show you. Obviously it's up there right at the top. And I'm just going to go further around and we'll carry on the clip a little bit further. Okay, back to the school in Rochford. Here we are. We can see the telescopic mobile crane there and the stock there carefully organised, well, relatively carefully organised. We can also see the second phase here of the superstructure, and you can see the fire insulation panels, fire retardant panels, if you like, going on. And then in the far ground you can see the membrane there for the structure insulated panels being placed on the outside of that fire retardant layer. It's a composite layer. It will be a cementatious composite layer, and that will stop external heat affecting the internal structure in any way. You've got the pre-made glazing panels put in place and the vents next to the windows, and you can see the scaffolding here ready, erected for the external cladding, which will be on the second level. Okay, so here we go. It's all going very well. Looking inside, this is the hall area. Well, actually, no, this is the canteen area of the building, and you can just see actually the preformed staircases in place there, and you can see the structural steelwork, beams and columns there, and they've been fire cladded with a fire-based plasterboard, fire resistant layer. Okay, that's looking inside the superstructure there. Okay, come back to you later, guys.